It certainly is, Kat. Did you have a good time at Bett?
I did you?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Spoke to a lot of customers, got loads of great feedback about the products.
Definitely.
Still pretty tired though, still recovering, but yeah, looking forward to next year already.
Yeah, absolutely, me too. And I know our friends across the pond had a great time at FETC as well.
Yes, they did, and I believe that we've got a few words from Maggie about that.
Yeah, we do, so we'll just cut to that.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Kat. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well, thanks. Always good to
Good.
chat with you.
Yeah, it's still morning for you guys, isn't it? What time is it?
It is 8:30 in the morning, so it's bright and
Oh,
chipper and early over here.
perfect. It's like 20 to 2, so we're kind of post lunch. So nice to have you to keep me awake.
I will do my best to pep you up, I promise.
I love it. So how was last week?
It was really good. We had FETC, which is the Future of Education
Yeah.
Technology Conference. It was in Orlando, so nothing wrong with sunshine and nice weather and not having to wear a jacket or having to deal with
That
nonsense,
sounds really
which was
good.
good. It was a lot of fun. We were able to really meet with a lot of people, have a lot of good chats, and actually see a lot of
Yeah.
cool new things that are happening in ed tech, which is always an exciting thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. So for anyone that doesn't know or has kind of not really been to FETC, how would you describe it?
Oh man, it's kind of like the up and coming. It's been around for years. It's really the up and coming kind of education conference in terms of being at a time when not a lot of other things are going on, at least on the U.S. side. So it's a good kickoff to the springtime, and it's really focused on. As a conference, it's really focused on different tracks. So for people who are attending, there's things for like district administrators, for IT, for teachers, for instructional technologists. They do a really good job of providing opportunities for everybody. So you're not being exclusive. You're actually kind of including everybody, which I always appreciate about the event.
That sounds really good. Yeah, definitely. And so what did Nestable get up to at the show this year?
Oh, so many things. So we had our typical booth, and we were chatting with customers and sharing all the latest and greatest things that were happening with Classroom Cloud and the new enhancements, and showing off people who hadn't seen the new version of School that came out last summer, which was really nice. We were also meeting with people. We got a chance to have Dan, the AI educator. He was over doing a keynote speaking and sharing his book, and he popped by our booth just to say hi, which is always really nice to see some of our friends from across the pond who come over for the event. So we had quite a few good little chats, had a chance to mingle with people, with some of our partners like ClassLink who were there, meet with them and talk about what's going on with them. So it was a really great time.
Yeah, oh, that sounds really good. What were some of your personal highlights, would you say?
A couple personal highlights. So 2 days of the conference, they had a marching band, a local one, march through the exhibit hall, and they had like a drum line, the majorettes and everything. So they did that to kind of start things off, which was really nice because it was just loud and awesome. And they were these kids are just so dedicated. So it's always really lovely to see. And then we had
booster for the start.
Oh gosh, yeah, it wakes you up when they do that. You're like, hello, like there's a giant marching band coming through here, which is great. And they had a couple of our customers for Classroom Cloud stop by and just share some great stories about how it's been helping them and their teachers. I always love talking to people who are using the software, the products, because it's a great chance to kind of hear about like the day-to-day and what's been going well with them. So shout out to our friends at Melba Schools and Florida Conference of Education who both stopped by and were telling us a little bit about their Classroom Cloud experiences and how it's been going for them.
Oh, that's really great. Yeah, so keep an eye out on That's for YouTube, because we'll definitely have those case studies there for people to have a look at and hear their feedback. It's always really nice, like you say, when customers take the time to come over and share. And we're very kind of customer led with our development as well. So it's always really useful to get that info back from people, isn't it?
100%. Although God bless them, they're always like, you put me on the spot. I have to say something about things.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like, oh no. I know it's hard to do that, but they're very sweet, kind of thinking things through and like wanting to obviously share how the experience has been. So I always appreciate people taking the time to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I put a few people on the spot last week about asking them just like use one word to describe a project. Or net support, and I was like, it doesn't have to be one word, it's okay. But then they were like, no, I want to do it now. I was like, okay.
Like I can find
I do
one
appreciate
word.
the commitment.
I can do it.
Yeah, no, it is really helpful for sure. What interesting things did you see at the show? Because obviously you said, I mean, it is like the future of, there's lots of like upcoming and innovative things.
I mean, gosh, so many things. Of course, like you see AI everywhere. So, I mean, if you
Yeah.
didn't, I mean, if you walked, by one or two booths, you're bound to see AI or something happening. But there's actually a really heavy influence on our side on robotics and on different tools and
Mm.
things we use in the classroom. So, I had a chance to stop by a couple of booths. There's actually one right across from us, Brightbox, that does 3D printing and talking about how they're using it in the
Ooh.
classrooms, what they're doing. Which to me, I always thought, okay, you make something out of it. They have some really cool curriculum and lesson plans for all these different subjects. So like printing off different letters and using that, in English classes,
Mm.
being able to print off different animals and things for science and actually showing like how they move or what they look like. So I had a chance to play with a 3D printer.
That's really cool.
And the
Yeah.
fact that it's like only a couple $100s and it's not this
Mm.
massively expensive thing was very exciting for me
Yeah,
because, when they came out, it was
definitely.
not feasible. So that
No,
was that
not
was a
at
lot of
all.
fun to see that. And then again, the robotics, they always have really good boosts with the robots driving around, what they're doing with them, and how they're teaching kids coding and programming with the
Mm.
robots. So I tend to gravitate towards those because it's a lot of fun to
Yeah.
see what they're doing and how hands-on the learning is getting.
Yeah, no, that's really fascinating. And I'm really pleased to hear that a lot of that kind of tech is becoming more affordable as well, because we know schools are really tight on budget. So that's always a
Yes.
good thing to know. Brilliant. And
Yeah.
then, so AI, and robotics, were there any other like key trends or anything like that that you saw? Or would you say those were kind of the main areas?
I think it's that by nature of like how things have gone, AI was kind of the area. When you saw
Yeah.
these sessions, a lot of them were AI focused. But what I think is
Mm.
kind of the key trend now is the diversification of how AI is being used. So of course you got AI in the
Mm.
classroom and how teachers can instruct with it, but also how they can lesson plan, how they can build content for students, how they can help students to use it appropriately.
Yeah.
But then they also had tracks for administrators on making policies around AI and being able to help utilize it and how to protect students, what that looks like. So we're seeing a lot more kind of thought leadership around the AI side, which is really exciting, of just okay, it's here, don't shove it to the side, how are you actually going to manage it, which is really exciting. So I
Mm.
appreciated that, and the fact that people are still kind of looking at ways that it can be creatively integrated and not being afraid of what that's going to look like.
Mm. Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, it sounds like you guys had a blast and there was lots to see and do. So I'm really looking forward to seeing a little bit more and some of your photos and videos and stuff from the event as well.
Lots of great photos of us making faces with customers as we're saying hi, and talking to people too. But that's just the team. There's always all smiles, all chat the whole time too.
Yeah, it's always good to come over and talk to us. We try and keep it friendly, don't we?
We do,
All right. Well,
and we love
thanks,
what we do.
Maggie.
No problem, Kat.
Yeah, it was great to catch up with you on that.
And I'll see you again soon, I'm sure. So thanks for chatting with
Absolutely.
me.
So what about with Bett then, Matt? What were your highlights this year?
I think it was just getting out there, speaking to the customers really. We got some really great feedback about the products, caught up with some people, some of who I hadn't seen since before COVID, so that's always good fun. And I snagged myself some really good freebies as well.
Nice. That's always good. Sounds like you going around hunting on the last day.
Absolutely, although best freebie, net support hat.
Yeah, I do quite like the hats. They're quite snazzy actually, aren't they?
Yeah, unfortunately though, for our customers, they are staff only, I'm afraid.
Yes.
So yeah, we can't send those out to you.
It was nice to get a special freebie for a change though,
Yes.
just for us. So yeah, it was really good. I loved doing lots of we had some different insights recordings, we had case studies, lots of different conversations happening. It was really good. And like you say, catching up with people I haven't seen in ages. I did notice though, when I wasn't there, it looked like you were dressed up as Superman.
I can't possibly comment on that, Kat. However, if you do check out our social media channels, then you can judge for yourselves whether that was me or not.
Okay, yeah, I'll leave that to you guys to decide.
So now that we've completed Bett and FETC, we still have a load of upcoming events and webinars. You can check out what those are down the link below here. And if you attend one of the live events, you could get yourself your own latest net support mug there. You see, we've got the full collection. Be interested, does anyone actually have a full collection of net support mugs? If you do, post a picture on Twitter and We'll maybe send you a prize, perhaps, Kat.
Yeah, that would be quite good. I don't even think this is the full collection, to be honest. So I think someone could probably trump this.
Yeah, well,
I think we might be missing one or two.
If you can trump it, if you've got a better collection than we have, then yeah, do let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Speaking of upcoming webinars, there's one that I'm going to be doing, which I'm really excited about, looking at teacher culture. So please keep an eye out for that one as well.
Brilliant.
So I hear this month that we're going to have a Classroom Cloud update. That's exciting.
We are, Kat, and we've got some fantastic new features, and I took the time to record a video earlier.
Of course
So
you did.
let's take a look at that now.
Hi everyone, Matt from the pre-sales team at Net Support here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a couple of new features that we're adding to our classroom.cloud product. So the first of these is internet restrictions. Now, if you're familiar with the product already, you'll know we've got the ability to control internet access from within the teacher console. But this new feature will allow you to apply persistent restrictions, so it will allow you to block certain websites regardless of if the student is in or out of a lesson. So this can be applied at one of two levels, so it can be done either at the organisation level, so you can see I've got my internet restrictions tile there, or it can be done against an individual site. So if we jump into one of my sites here, go into the settings and into the internet restrictions. So the first thing you want to do is turn this on, and then you can add in websites that you want to control. So this is really great to sort of control websites that aren't necessarily harmful, but they could be you know, a bit of a time waster in lessons. So I'm going to do an example today where we're going to block the BBC Sport website, and we're just going to block it for sort of lesson time. So I'm going to apply a block, but I'm going to allow it before school, after school, and at lunchtime. So I'm going to click on the Add Websites button here, and I've already got that in my list, and we'll add a friendly name, so we'll just call this BBC Sports, and I want to restrict this website, and then I'm going to click on Add. So you can see that's added it to the list there. Next thing I need to do is choose when I want to restrict it. So we're going to just apply it to Monday here, and I'm going to apply a restriction, and let's just move that over there. So my school day starts at 8 o'clock. So we're going to have this going from 8 in the morning. There we go. And my lunchtime starts at 12. So we'll have this restriction in place till 12. And then I'm going to add another restriction for the afternoon. And my lunch break finishes at 1 o'clock, and my school day ends at 3:30. So we'll put that in for 3:30 there. And if I click on update, now you see, as well as being able to apply restricted lists, I can also apply an approved list. So when this is applied, it will only allow students to access websites that I select, so it can kind of limit where they can go on the internet. And also I can apply a complete block. So if you want to disable the internet for certain periods, you can use the blocked option there. Now, it could be that I want to block this particular website for my students, but I don't want to block it for my teachers. So we've got a device exclusions option here. So if, for example, maybe this was a teacher device, I could select that, and then that device will ignore any of the internet restrictions that I've applied there. And then finally, if you've got devices that are perhaps going home, you maybe don't want these restrictions applied during sort of school holidays, that kind of thing. So we've got our restricted term dates in here, and we can also apply the restrictions by network. So what you can do is you can have the restrictions applied when the device is on the school's network, but as soon as it leaves, the restrictions aren't being applied there. So if we just jump to my student device now, so you can see how that looks. So I'm already on the BBC website. So you'll see that I can sort of browse this. So I can browse the general website, but if I go to the sports section, you will see there that that block is applying. So the next feature I'm going to show you is around our iPad app. So you can see here I'm in a class, I'm connected to an iPad, so let's just pop that window out there so you can see that a little bit more clearly. So far nothing too exciting, but if you continue to watch the screen, you'll see there that we've now added the ability to view the entire iPad. So previously you could only see the screen if a student was in our app. Now, regardless of where they are on the iPad, you'll be able to see what's going on. So if I just little scroll around there, if we launch the clock app, you can see that that's all completely visible to the teacher. So I think that's going to be a great update. I think teachers are going to find that really useful. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again soon.
Hey, so also this month, Safer Internet Day is happening. We've got a new online safety guide with all the latest trends and updates, everything that you need. So check out the link below and you can get that for free. And we've also got our free digital citizenship posters that we were handing out at Bett, but you can also download those for free, again at the link below, and those will also be really useful for you for Safer Internet Day. And anytime really, because it's always a good day to be safer online.
Absolutely, safeguarding, really important, some great resources there.
Well, thanks for watching. If you're getting back withdrawal symptoms like Matt, you can watch back some of our highlights and things to relive it.
Yeah, do that. I was watching those the other day, and there are some really good bits in there, some of the stuff we got up to on the stand. But I think that's all for now, isn't it, Kat?
Yeah, absolutely. But we will be back soon with more news and updates.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all again soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.